What is going on, people? So this is Magic the Gathering Arena. This is what it looks like. This game is free to play. You can download it for free. I ended up buying this beginner pack in the store. It costs $5, and you got like 6 packs or something, and 2,500 of this in-game currency. I thought that was a good deal. You can't buy a pack of cards for basically $5 in the store, so right now that's all I've bought. Probably won't spend that much money on the game, but we'll see. I've played a lot of Magic. Also in this game it has two currencies, gold and this in-game gems here. So you can get 1 pack of cards for this 1,000 gold. And you can earn gold through these dailies here. So if you do for me right now, it's cast 20 blue or black spells and I'll get 500. Then if I win 1 match, I'll get 250, and this goes up to 14 or something dailies. Or 14 wins anyways. Not always giving you gold. Sometimes it gives you a card, and most of the time it'll give you like 50 to 25 gold. Every week you're able to win a pack of cards at that amount of wins there, up to 15 wins. So 5 wins you'll get 1 pack, 10 you'll get 1, 15 you'll get 1. And they have these boxes here which give you different decks you can play that they pre-constructed. You have to win them every day, it seems like. Obviously I haven't won them all, so. Game also has ranked modes and drafting modes, standard modes. So as you can see here, right now these are the only sets in the game. Ravnica Legions, Guilds of Ravnica, Core Set 2019, Dominaria, and that's it. But one thing I like about this game that's not in the other games that they made for the PC and like you could get on Steam was when you make a deck, your rare cards, you can have 4 of them. So you can actually make a real Magic deck in this game, unlike in that Duels of the Planeswalkers game where if you had 1 mythic card, well, good luck. You have to find that card. As you can see right here, indicated by these gold gems, this is how many you have, and this is how many you can have. So you can have all 4 of these if you want. That's really nice. So, this is my deck so far. I got the 27 lands in this deck. And I only have 2 creatures in there, 18 instants and 8 sorceries and 5 enchantments. And I have a Tezzeret in there just because I opened it. Like I said, I've only actually been playing this game for like 3 or 4 days. So I know there's actually a way to make they have sideboards in this game, but a lot of it is one-on-one, like 1 game at a time. They have a different rank system for sideboarded three game sets, or the best of 3 wins. Also, if you don't know this, if you're brand new to when you make this game, if you want to change this picture here, you just drag whatever card you want onto this box, and then it'll change the box image. There's also a way to change the layout here. I just have forgotten how to do it right now. Alright, here it is. So that's how you can change it. You probably have to slim it down here so you can get a better glimpse of it. This is the deck I'm using here. This is basically this is from MTGO, Magic the Gathering Online, how they broke it down here. As you can see, it's from mana cost. all the 2 costs, 3 costs. This is actually a very good way to build your decks when you're building them in real life and in this game. You want to have as many, you don't want very many high drops. I'm playing a control deck with 27 lands, so I have more high drops than most normal people would have. I guess we can go over it a little bit. I built this deck, can go over it a little bit, so. It's not the greatest way you can do it. Like, okay. So, for my draw spells, I have Anticipate. I'm running these because, like I said, I don't have very many other cards in the game right now. This is, when you play Control, if you can't draw the right things, you can get mana flooded easily. I have 2 negates in the deck because in this game, I mean, in Standard right now, apparently, there's a lot of non-creature spells that can really rip you apart. Also, I'm playing Grixis, blue, black, and red. They don't have good answers for quite a few things. Like enchantments, once they hit the floor, you're basically screwed. I'm also got this search card. This every turn lets you pick your top deck. So you can either draw the card on top of your deck or discard it. It's very helpful. And then after you have so many cards, they can flip this over, it turns into a land, and you can draw extra cards. I have 4 of these cast downs. Very heavy creature removal package in this deck. I have this Moment of Craving. I have 3 of them. I had 4 of them for a while, but I made room for something else. This is a very important card in this deck because there's a lot of aggro decks running around in this game, and they try to kill you before you even get a chance to do anything. I have these 3 Thought Erasers. Once I can get another uncommon card in this game, I will grab another one of these. This is a pretty cool card where you get to look at their hand, choose a non-land, and discard it, and then you surveil one. And that basically is just look at the top card of your library. You can either keep it there or throw it in the graveyard, so that's pretty dang nice. I have this Sinister Sabotage counterspell. I only have 1, but I want to get more. Like I said, this just counters a spell, and it has that Surveil 1. Cry of the Cranium. I have this because there's a lot of graveyard interaction in this game right now, and being able to exile those creatures is pretty important. And you also need a board sweeper for all the aggro decks. I have this Cranium Insight. It's a pretty good instant speed draw spell. This Jumpstart is giving you the ability to cast it again from your graveyard. All you have to do is discard a card in your hand and pay its mana cost. So you can just discard an extra land you don't need, draw 2 cards. Pretty good value there. I have this Devious Cover-Up simply because I don't have enough good counter spells unlocked in the game yet. This actually has been decent for me though. The ability to take cards from my graveyard and throw them back in my library has been useful in several different ways. It has let me put my win conditions back into my library, as well as I've faced a couple of mill decks, surprisingly enough, in this deck, and the ability to put 4 more cards in my library has been helpful in those games. I have this Ritual of Soot. Destroy all creatures with converted mana cost 3 or less. This is maybe the best sweeper that black has in this game. It's unfortunate that black doesn't have damnation or anything, but that's what we got going on. Vraska's Contempt. I made this card. You need a way to deal with planeswalkers as black. This is the only way, really, that you can get. So, I want to get more of these, but it's a rare, so. I opened this card, Connive, and Concoct. This actually has been very useful. This gain control target creature I've used quite often, and this deck runs very few win cons, and being able to take one of their creatures with this card has actually been useful. as well as this concoct thing here. This Surveil 3, it is okay. It's actually a very powerful effect, but then return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. This has actually been very useful in conjunction with Nicol Bolas. I can drop Nicol Bolas on turn 4, make him discard a card, and if they keep a kill spell for him, and then kill him, I can just play this the next turn, bring him back into the battlefield, and then bam, they have to discard their other card. Very nice. I have this Tezzeret. He's not very good, especially in this deck, but like I said, I don't have very many great cards right now, and I'm just using it as a draw engine, or I can kill people with 1/1 thought tokens. Basically, I'm gonna play this card and hope that they answer it and waste something on him, like a counter spell or something. I have 3 of this Elder Reborn card. This card's basically the way I win most of my games. Making them sacrifice a creature and then discarding a card, and eventually I put a creature or a planeswalker from a graveyard into play under my control is usually how I win. I also put this in Bolas's Clutches. I opened this card. I didn't craft it, but this actually has been very useful in quite a few circumstances. I have taken people's planeswalkers, and I've actually taken more people's lands than you would think. You can take their lands, and sometimes if you are playing a control deck, you kind of get a lot of lands out there, and you can go against people who kind of sometimes don't get that many lands, then you can actually rip their lands from them, especially if they're multicolors. I mean, it doesn't happen often, but if you can take their one color away from them, it's pretty useful. I have this Prying Eyes card. This is not a card that I care about at all. I might actually get rid of this very soon. But it's instant speed, draw 4, then discard 2. So you're only gaining 2, but it's quality. So I have this River's Revolt card. Like I said, there's no good answers in the game for Grixis, for enchantments. And this is basically all you can do once something hits the floor. Especially also Planeswalkers. I only have one Vraska's Contempt here, so I need another way to get rid of them. This also kills tokens, so that's something. I have 2 of these Syncopates, and this is how I have my land split up. I am using a lot of Guild Gates and bad tap lands, because I just don't have that many rare lands, unfortunately. I'll get them eventually. Another thing I forgot to mention, when you open packs, they have this wild card system here. So every time you open a pack, the countdown ticks down, and I have to open one more pack, then I'll get an uncommon of my choice. And here's where the real bucks are. I have to open 4 more packs, and then I'll get any rare wild card that I want, any rare card. And in 22 more packs, I'll get a mythic rare. It was a lot easier to get mythic rare the first 2 times, I believe. So, but yeah, that's one good way to get your cards that you want. Here's what we got going on here for rankings. I got to gold within 3 days, so it's not very hard if you're any good at this game, any good at Magic. I think the season actually reset yesterday, so I got to gold in 1 day, so very easy. Haven't played limited, so it's whatever. Let's give this a go. Not saying I'm gonna win, just how it is. This hand has the colors. It doesn't have very much action though, so it could be a very bad hand to keep. But at least we have some hand action, and we're gonna keep it just to see what goes on. This is definitely a risky keep. I don't have colors to cast my Nicol Bolas on 4. even if I draw the cards. So, oh, there we go. So I really would like to have an untapped land here. Alright, so we definitely want to cast this, see what's going on. 4, so we definitely want to get rid of this card. This is also annoying. That's also really bad for us here. But yeah, we can't really deal with this Planeswalker coming into play right now. Also, we can't keep this because we need lands, so. Yeah. So he still has a little ways to go before he can cast this card. That card's annoying also, but we can eventually kill that, I guess. We need a land. And we're not gonna get one. So we're probably going to get crushed here since we couldn't draw that land within the first however many top decks we had there. So he's got 4 or 5 mana. So let's take this. Alright, well, we're just getting screwed here next turn. Talk about unlucky. Nothing we can do at this point. Yep. Nothing can be done. We didn't draw lands and he drew 2 hexproofers, so. So we got this. Maybe got some good blue cards from it. Let's check it out, see what is in this deck. So disperse, favorable winds. Nothing good. Legendary creature here. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, draw a card. This is a pretty good finisher for blue. But other than that, nothing I'm actually interested in. If you're looking for what's in this, just scroll over it quickly. Nothing good in there for me. This hand is decent, no interaction really for a little while. Turn 3 is the fastest we'll be able to do anything with this hand, but that's how it is with this bad slow lands. The deck will be heavily improved once you get better land base. One of the first things you should do in this game probably is craft the rare lands. Whatever color you decide you want to play, start crafting the dual lands. Four mana. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile top card of your library. During your turn, if an opponent lost life this turn, you may play the cards exiled. Siege Gang. Wasn't great options there. It's possible that I should have taken this enchantment away from him instead of Karn, since I have some answers to Karn. So that's probably what I should have done. Because I have no answer to this card, so probably a mistake. So right now I could have just killed that Karn with my bolus. Probably should have punched him in the face also, but deals 3 damage to target opponent. That player discards 2 cards. Well, I guess we have no choice here. Let's just throw all that stuff back in our library. They're all pretty good cards. I'm assuming he's gonna kill this bolus. I mean, he pretty much has to, otherwise we're gonna be able to flip him over next turn. So I don't really understand why he didn't kill bolus.
My power is boundless.
Doesn't actually make any sense why he didn't kill him. What we got going on here? He can play. He can't actually ever really do anything there, I don't think.
You ought to die.
Oh, okay. What card do you own with a silver counter on it?
No
Didn't realize this actually makes people sacrifice planeswalkers. Never noticed that before. So here we're just gonna kill him with his own things really fast. Probably should have played that bolus, but what are you gonna do?
No fire, no steel.
Yep. That was the easy win there. Even with my mistakes that I made there. This is a pretty decent hand. We at least have untapped land here. So I'll be able to Thought Eraser on turn 2. Can't actually kill anything, though, so... Blue-black. Don't need to kill that. Return target non-land permanent. Don't care about that. Destroy target artifact, creature, or planeswalker. So he's definitely ready for my things here. Leave him with the more expensive answer, I think. That way, if we try fighting over it, I'm more likely to win. So he has a lot of useless cards in his hand anyways, so I don't know how impressive this card's gonna be, so... It can be annoying to start stripping all of his cards away, but... He really doesn't have any targets for those. I'll discard this land. That will give me that nickel bolus. He can't do anything about this, which those colors, he just has to flicker it back to my hand. Now I wish I would have kept my land. Unfortunately, I did not do that, so. That's probably not gonna do much.
Oh, come on. I just want a peek. The weight is killing me.
Yep. Getting rid of that land was a mistake. I should have got rid of this prying eyes. This card is way too expensive. It's screwed me over twice now already. Really screwed me over hardcore. That was a mistake. He shouldn't even have bothered attacking because then he wouldn't have been able to transform him. Yep, getting screwed because that card is too expensive. Doesn't do enough.
I have defeated death. The dead shall serve me.
Well, think you can beat me?
Yep,
You're welcome to try.
getting destroyed now. Can't do anything.
I always have an answer.
As you can see, he's got real lands and I don't, so that's also a bad problem to have.
The unknown. That's real science.
This is unmatched.
Decisions.
This card's not even any good. I don't know why he's playing it in his deck. Oh yeah, this game's over. All because I got rid of that land. Card has some cheap interactions, so I'll keep it. Has bad tap lands. They're all my splash land. Seems like a waste of a card. Guy's obviously doing a lot of graveyard shenanigans over there. You may pay lands from your graveyard. Can't stop that, so... let's just grab this land. Keep this counter spell up now. Enters the battlefield or dies, but the top 3 cards of your library in your graveyard. That's not super impressive. So we're just gonna kill that thing. Let him get his cards. Yep. Lands are super important. These tap lands really are bad. It's possible that I'll be able to find something good in here. Return target land card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Whenever attacks, you may pay X. When you do, return X target creature card with converted mana cost X from your graveyard to the battlefield. Here we have a small problem. Don't quite have enough mana to do what I want to do. Don't know how many cards that dude has in his hand. Definitely don't want to let him hit me with that creature. And I'll take 6 damage here. Guess I can kill the next thing he plays. Here's he is not playing anything else. Really don't have great things that I can pick from here, but pick this and get a land, I guess. Unless he has instant speed animation. I guess. I don't know if that's in standard or not. Oh, return target creature card from your hand, so it's Alrighty then.
Foolish to come. Of course.
Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Another tap lamb. Might try getting rid of some of these tap lands. I just need all this red splash for Bolus, so.
You're still one step behind.
Here we're gonna get screwed over again. He's gonna put some crazy ass thing in there. Probably this card again. Return target creature with converted mana cost X. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand.
The stakes are clear now.
Don't need that. Yeah, I can make it blocker or draw a card. I assume he's gonna have a lot of kill spells for this blocker though.
Let's see how you respond to genius.
Just let him kill that Tezzeret, I guess. I can bring it back.
A lucky win.
See what he does now. Probably kill my enchantment. Probably should not have done that, but I don't have any ways to deal with that stuff, so kind of have no choices.
Shall we begin? I made you a gift.
Gravedigger. She really likes that card.
Cold logic will always win.
So now I can't play this in hopes to get a kill spell, so now I just have to leave it there. Keep up my counter spells. Maybe I should have actually killed this thing Because I could maybe get some other board sweepers for those other two. Meh. Black has bad. Very bad. Sweepers, unfortunately.
Brilliance comes easily to me.
This card doesn't really do a whole lot. At this point, Syncopate probably not gonna do jack crap, so might as well play my tap land. If he kills my Tezzeret again, I eventually will get him back, unless he kills my enchantment. At least he saved me some life. Probably took like 9 or so damage from me. All creatures able to block do so. I don't care about that. Take this counter spell. In case he plays a Planeswalker. Start ripping these from him. Force him to do some of his own graveyard shenanigans. Oh, he picked the wrong one. That's a good card. Another one of those stupid things, eh? What we got here? Getting rid of some of this guy's junk. Maybe I should have got exiled this thing. I'm thinking about actually just letting that thing hit me. Should probably have grabbed this thing. Didn't realize it was target permanent. So, that's my bad. It's another card I don't care about. Let's see what it's got. So it's just got Lance and this. Basically, I did that because I don't want this shit in his graveyard right now. This is pretty annoying. Really hate this guy's deck, but what are you gonna do? Taking me forever to get my nickel boluses. Can't actually protect my nickel bolus now. So I'm just dead here, it looks like. Because he's got this stupid lore on this guy. Should have played bolus and killed it, I guess. Yep. That was the mistake. This guy's deck is actually not good at all. But I didn't know how to play against it, so that's the problem with the game. You don't know how to play, you lose. I kill that, he can't get through. Then I win. Eventually. Took me too long to find a stupid ass nickel balls.
Going on.
Not much.
It's finally working for now.
This hand sucks. I should not have kept it.
Some blue-white deck just caged my planeswalker, that bastard.
I was just playing like 30 minutes from this guy who was playing some stupid crappy reanimation deck. He literally just sits there and pulls his creatures back out of his graveyard every turn. I lost because I was stupid and forgot what lore does. Guy had this stupid 1/1 out there that makes all the creatures have to block it. I didn't kill it because I was an idiot. So I ended up losing because, yeah, couldn't block any of his other guys. I never use creatures, so I don't think about that garbage.
This guy's probably gonna get crashed because he only has land people and I have two of my fires in my hand, so this game might be quick. Just smash him in the face a bunch of times.
Oh, that's great.
I'll take it.
Amazing.
Oh, damn, I don't have enough mana to do the rest. Oh well. Yeah, I got the dude whisper 6/6 flag trample, so he can't do nothing. He's like an elf deck or something with a bunch of little green dudes. Oh, an angel. Or no, enchant a creature to give it fly. For you. No one cares.
When it enters the battlefield, you can counter a spell. Okay. So he's got a 4-mana counter spell out there. That's pretty freaking expensive. Counter that.
Pretend to block. I win since you attacked. Sucks for you.
Gonna bounce my nickel browrish. Destroy target creature of flying. What a jack monkey.
Nice knowing you. Hooray for destroyed creatures. You cheated a creature to give it flies so you can block my shit, and I just killed it and killed him. Goodbye. You didn't do much of anything. I got all those free packs like you. Didn't get much anything else. I didn't get one mythic though. I don't remember what it was. Oh yeah, I got a mythic wild card too. So right now I got 3 mythic wild cards and 1 rare wild card left right now. Hope I get a land, I guess. I hate doing that.
Should have killed that Mystic. I'm an idiot. Me a land. I'll take it. Playing a burn deck. Black-red deck. Oh, that reminds me, I got some weird Rakdos card. And you flip coins to do stuff. Are you serious? Yep, should have won that game. Blacked the wrong fucking creature.
everything? Awesome. I will play this.
This guy probably looking for a blue land. Yep, found one.
Wow, that's a dick move. Two, three, four, five, six.
Should have just kicked that out of my thing. It's another bad play. It's a big ass creature. Boom. Suck on that, bitch. Stupid vampire deck. Oh, stupid gutter snipe. God damn it.
Let's go. Oh yeah, I forgot I got that card at least. Did that do anything? Just sitting there. Alright, fine. Go for it. 3, 4, 5, 6.